This meeting is a technical committee dealing with two programs within the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development. That is NAF CDP, as well as food systems resilience program. And both of them have to do with NAF CDP, have to do with 34 counties that deal with various crop issues, and as well as FSRP has got some 13 counties that are essentially oriented towards the ASO region, but also, increasingly also in the crop region. So we came to discuss those two programs and to look at the best ways of ensuring that Kenyans get the most benefit that they can be able to get out of the two programs that are largely funded by the World Bank, and to make sure that Kenyans will ensure that the money that is coming to the World Bank, from the World Bank, through those two programs, benefits the farmer as it is designed to be. KADIC, which is the Kenya Agricultural Digital Information Center, is going to form part of the way that we are going to move forward as far as agriculture is concerned. Integration of technology in agriculture is part of what we want to do, and making sure that it is not just data informed at the national level, but each county, as well as the government, as well as the national government, are completely interlinked via new methods of disease control, new methods of soil management, new methods of essentially working in the agricultural sector. We have also discussed the issue of livestock, emphasized the issue of disease control, as far as particularly at this time when we have got the drought situation, ensuring that disease control is part and parcel of the two programs, particularly FSRP, and ensuring that the ambition of Kenya to move from a disease-free, to be recognized as FMD-free, and also to wipe out sesefly in our country, is part of the program that we are going to have moving forward. And part of the new program, part of the new funding, is going towards to ensure that there will not be a time when we lack as far as vaccines are concerned, or other disease control measures that we need to make are concerned. Said there is a national committee that is discussing this matter, which is headed by the Deputy President, and therefore it is an all-government approach. That is the first thing that I mentioned here. But we said at this sector level, at the sector where we are at, for example, we have to deal with livestock, and what we need to do about livestock as part of the bigger picture of what is going on in the country. So we have said that we are considering under the FSRP the movement of cattle, of animal feeds to some of those areas that no longer have range that can no longer graze. We have discussed the issue of water and movement of water to some of those areas. We have also discussed measures that involve the cattle herders themselves, because you can also leave them out. There is no food. So there is the issue of livestock, and there is the issue of people. And what we are going to do will be informed by the bigger plan at the national level in an all-government approach. We have agreed, and we have faced this situation and agreed this cannot be what we are going to be doing every time there is a drought. And we have agreed on some measures that we believe are going to be more permanent in substance. And each county, we have agreed that the counties are going to assess what actually we need to do in each county. For example, if it is building the feedlots, if it is the storage of material for syringes and hay and so on and so forth, that the counties will assess, determine where these mitigation measures and where the location of some of those things will be, so that in future we can prepare ourselves in advance. Because we know for a fact, as sure as day follows night, if we have got a bumper harvest, we are also at some point going to face the biblical drought at some point. So we have discussed this issue in a manner that allows for planning into the future and looking at ways and means of having a more permanent solution to the problems that we face. The infusion of youth in agriculture, and to make sure that young people begin to see agriculture as a cool thing to do because there is money to be made in agriculture. And we are certain, and we will begin a communication strategy to ensure that youth understand the truth. And the truth is that there is a future in agriculture, there is money in agriculture, there is families can get involved in agriculture. We are asking those who own the land, essentially who are the parents, to allow the young people, to be the lead people as far as agricultural activities, particularly value adding in agriculture, is concerned. Confusion regarding the system that we are using in the whole aspect of animal vaccination and animal tracking and tracing. I think we should make it very clear, just like I said earlier, that we are digitizing the entire agricultural sector. And part of that digitization under CADIC is a system that we are calling animal identification and traceability. So AniTrack is a system that we are going to use. When we vaccinate a cow or a goat, we want to make sure that we vaccinate, so there is a record of the vaccination, but we also tag the animal, so that moving forward, you will be able to know, in fact, to a spot, exactly where that animal is. Thirdly, when it comes to the export of our meat and export of our livestock, it becomes very easy. And by the way, AniTrack is now a requirement for the export market. So we just want to know that we understand very, very clearly that the market should not be confused. AniTrack is a system that we are going to use. AniTrack is the way to go, and AniTrack will become the Kenyan signature for animals that we are exporting and animals that we are consuming locally. And it is a very fast system, and it is working very well. We have also discussed that moving forward, the two programs that we are discussing here today are more inclusive in terms of the, at the technical level, are more inclusive with the counties. Agriculture, after all, is a devolved function. And therefore, the county or the Council of Governors must be heavily involved in making decisions to determine what activities the two programs should be on. And we have said, both as a nation, altogether, the whole aspect of donor fund management, and I speak about donor fund management in the agricultural sector, is that it must be, the activities must be predetermined at the county level and therefore at the national level. National activities are informed and impregnated by county activities. It is from those activities that the counties are determined to implement that the national level, begins to be informed and implement the same. So I think it is clear that we have decided that moving forward, the levels of consultation will be enhanced so that we can work better as a comprehensive unit called Kenya, but also appreciating that the function is a devolved function.